once again, I'm finding out with an excuse to talk to you guys about life. Either way, I want to talk to you guys about some shit. Something very important, what I believe in. Okay, so moving on with life, I'm going to talk to you guys about, this is going to be the track of the inventory track, my brothers. Inventory. If you ever done inventory, I'm going to teach you how to do inventory. Why? Because I have so much experience in the inventory, I should just teach you guys. And I feel inventory is very important to understand. Okay, there's many differences in this category. There's a lot of information you would be taking in. So take out a pencil and a paper. This is your best investment in what you could make. And start learning, okay? So, databases, man. Databases. Databases is basically a box with a bunch of little boxes inside that holds certain information. Like, example, an Excel spreadsheet. Okay? You have a box, and on the top box, you're gonna have your name, an example, your name, your ID, your phone number, and on the bottom of those, your database is starting from zero. Starting from zero, it will start gaining from zero down to how big your database is. Start filling up that information. Databases, it's a storage. It's a storage. It's a cabinet. It's a storage. You feel me? You go into your box. You go into your storage. You go to the J's. You go to your name. You pull your storage, and that's your whole database. You feel me? Okay, so why do we use databases? We use databases. We use databases, physical, computer systems, most in computer systems nowadays, because everything's going into systems, computer systems. So why it organizes your work, okay? You don't want to have a Joe Dirt that's 17 years old getting mixed with Joe Dirt that's 18 years old. So how do we figure out the difference? Well, first, so you have Joe Dirt, which you have a first name and you have a last name in each little box. So let me say, in this box you have a first name, last name, the age, and then we're gonna have a secret key. We're gonna call this the ID key. Okay? It's gonna be like this. And below that, what's gonna identify your database between the differences of two Joe Dirts is gonna be the key ID. It's like a serial number. The key ID. How do you get a key ID? Well, you're gonna need a username and a password. If you want to go into your database, the database, you have to have a username and a password to hold all this information, okay? Because I mean, you could have a big room, but your user wants to be able to. How is your user gonna be entering all this information, okay? Or your office administrative. Your assistant, your office assistant. Sorry, man, tongue tied. Your office assistant. How is she? You know what I'm saying? She's gotta have a profile, her own page. She's gotta have her own page to be able to give to. I'm giving you a page, and within that page, you're gonna write your name, and then. And it's gonna come out with a special ID, right? With this page. And that page that I'm gonna give you, you're gonna write all your information. Okay? You're gonna give me that page back. As the office assistant, I will put it into my computer system on my page. Okay, into my system, into my group, into my box, into my application. Okay, so you can't go to Facebook. I can't go to Facebook and think that's gonna be the same information that I have on my network. You feel me? So it's networks here. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my network. I'm gonna put your information on my network, and you're gonna ask yourself, you're gonna have your own network, okay? It gets difficult, it gets complicated, but this is how databases work, okay? So we have pages, okay? Pages. In all these little lines, we have information with a special key to identify the unique person, okay? This is how a database holds information, okay? Whatever you put, remember when you fill out a form online, like an online application, or when you go into Facebook and you log into Facebook, or you sign up to Facebook. ¿Mande? ¿Ah? My thing, sorry. Okay, so when you log into Facebook or you do an application, all that is going to go into a database, into the company's database. Why? So then they could have a record. It's a record. It's a cabin in a record. Feel me? It's a notebook sliced into the, you know, into your cabin, so then they could have a file. If you're working with a big company, you will have millions of sheets of paper. And where are you gonna hold them at? You know what I'm saying? You have to have virtually, you have to hold them. Virtually, you have to have somewhere to put them on. Okay? So this is why computer systems create databases, because everything in a computer has to have a database. Okay? Everything, all the information is held into a database. So one main thing about computer systems, database, is about the second most important thing in a computer. Internally, within internally, not the components, okay? But it's one of the key important things about a computer system is the database, because that's where all your information is being held at. So remember, a database, how it works, you as a person has a special key ID, okay? You have a key. That key, once you log into your username and your password, that's gonna give you your profile. That profile, your profile